Similar to September the 11th, 2001, there were warning signs prior to Benghazi, September 11th. There was a April 6, 2012 crude IED thrown over the wall of the U.S. facility in Benghazi. On May 22nd, 2012, Red Cross building in Benghazi hit by 2 RPGs. The brigades of the imprisoned Blind Sheikh took responsibility for that attack. On June the 6th, 2012, U.S. consulate in Benghazi was targeted by an IED attack that blew a hole in the perimeter wall. Again, the Blind Sheikh Brigade taking credit. And then on August 16th, we have this cable that's been widely reported, a classified State Department cable warning that the Benghazi consulate could not withstand a coordinated attack. And the regional security officer believed our consulate could not be protected at an emergency meeting less than 1 month before the attack on 9/11. A contingency plan was supposedly drafted to move the operations to the CIA annex about a mile away from the compound. This cable is presumed to have been shared by senior staff. It was sent to your office. It was sent to the NSC. And even on September the 11th, the day Ambassador Stevens was killed, he personally warned about, quote, growing problems with security in Benghazi and growing frustration with security forces and the Libyan police. Were you aware of this cable, this August 16th cable?
Congressman, that cable did not come to my attention. I have made it very clear that the security cables did not come to my attention or above the Assistant Secretary level where the ARB placed responsibility, whereas I think Ambassador Pickering said the rubber hit the road. Now, I think—
Can I ask you a question? When were you aware of this cable?
After the ARB began to, gather information and material, which of course
who within your office did see this cable?
I'm not aware of anyone within my office, within the Secretary's office, having seen the cable.
Within the National Security Council?
I have no information or awareness of anyone in the National Security Council having seen that cable.
Was this cable a surprise to you?
Congressman, it was very disappointing to me that the ARB concluded there were inadequacies and problems in the responsiveness of our team here in Washington to the security requests that were made by our team in Libya. And I was not aware of that going on. It was not brought to my attention, but obviously it's something we're fixing and intend to put into place protocols and systems to make sure it doesn't happen again.
Well, I certainly hope so. I think when you have a United States ambassador personally warning about the situation over there, sending this cable to your office,
if I could— 1.43 million cables a year come to the State Department. They are all addressed to me. They do not all come to me. They are sorted through the bureaucracy.
Certainly somebody within your office should have seen this cable, in my judgment. Can I ask one last question?
But I just want to clarify, as with regard to the security requests subsequent to the August 16th cable, our personnel in Libya had not submitted any additional security requests to Washington at the time of the September 11th attack. Now, there was an ongoing dialogue, as you know, between Libya and Washington. I think it is—
Reclaiming my time is very limited. An emergency meeting was held and a cable sent out on August 16th by the ambassador himself, warning of what could happen. And this cable went unnoticed by your office. That's the bottom line. That's how I see it.
The facts as we have them, Congressman, and I will be happy to have people give you this in detail. The August 16th cable stated that security requests for Benghazi would be forthcoming. The RSO in Benghazi submitted to Tripoli a preliminary list of proposed security recommendations on August 23rd, but no requests were submitted to Washington before the attacks. Now,
well,
this sounds very complicated, and to some extent it is. We're trying to simplify it and avoid the kind of problems that
and I
are
hope we can fix that.
identified.
One last question. Why was he in Benghazi on September the 11th?
I'm going to go now to Mr. William King.
I'll submit that question in writing.